We have to have a governor. And maybe some of you have bought off on this. So the same establishment, the same rhinos, the same news outlets that are saying that today, did they say that when George H.W. Bush was nominated? He wasn't a governor, he wasn't a senator. He'd been vice president, but he never managed a thing. Tell me, is that what they said when Bob Dole was nominated? He'd never been a governor. Is that what they said when John McCain was nominated? He was never a governor. Of course not. They're saying that now because they want Jeb Bush to be the nominee. Or Chris Christie or Kasich or one of those losers. What now, Chris Christie is going to decide what the qualifications are for the Republican nominee? Chris Christie with his long history in conservative activism? Oh, you mean he doesn't have one? Chris Christie, who under his stewardship has seen the New Jersey credit rating reduced over and over and over again. And then there's another one, Kasich. Apparently he's going to announce in a few weeks. Here's another guy. They'll never mock him on our favorite cable channel. No, he's one of the good guys. Kasich is a goofball. And worse than that, Ohio, in 4, 5, 6, 7 years, as a result of what Kasich did with Medicaid, your budget is going to explode, and so are your taxes. Listen to this from Jake Tapper. I don't always agree with Jake Tapper, but he's one of the real reporters on cable.
I hear what you're saying, and it is a conservative record, but I'm really surprised that you're actually saying that you oppose Obamacare. A lot of Republican governors who refuse the Medicaid money, who refuse Obamacare federal funding, would, I'm sure, take issue with the notion that you are an opponent of Obamacare, given that you have used Obamacare dollars in your state for Ohio citizens.
But Jake, look, I oppose Obamacare. It's been reported by the Associated Press. We had a little issue with them where they said one thing and they retracted. They said, yeah, the governor is opposed to Obamacare. But because you oppose Obamacare doesn't mean when you have an opportunity to bring these $14 billion of Ohio money back to Ohio, that's not Obamacare, that's Medicaid.
Stop. This is a guy who'd been in Washington a long time. Now he's governor. This is a guy, I don't know that he's ever held a private sector job. Doesn't much matter. There was a massive expansion of Medicaid as part of the Obamacare deal. And Kasich knows it. And so people who didn't in the past qualify for Medicaid now did. Some of the brave Republican governors, among them Scott Walker, but there are others, said no, I'm not going to expand Medicaid. Kasich did, Chris Christie did, Martinez did, Sandoval did, and a bunch of others did, but a bunch didn't. Perry didn't. Jindal didn't. This is a crucially important issue. You heard what the man said. An opportunity to bring $14 billion of Ohio money back to Ohio. That's not Ohio money. That's new money, printed with new printing presses, to pay for a massive expansion of Medicaid in Ohio. He didn't bring money back to Ohio that left Ohio. This isn't money that left Ohio at all. And now there's a massive expansion of Medicaid in Ohio. And you folks in Ohio, after the federal government's done spending 100% on Medicaid for this expansion after 3 years, it could be 2, then 90%, then the door is wide open. Then you may be carrying the bag, all of it or some of it. That's what your conservative Kasich did to you. And that's why these Republican governors around the country, many of them, have said no. No. Because Kasich, in the end, is a creature of Washington, D.C. And so he'll be treated like a responsible, serious candidate, because he's a governor. Now listen to more of what he has to say. Go ahead.
Difference between Medicaid and Obamacare. And, you know, with Medicaid, we've cut our growth rate from 9%. This budget, it'll be...
Hey, let me tell you something, pal. You just increased it $14 billion. Growth rate or no growth rate. In the out years, it's a disaster for the taxpayers and the people of Ohio. It is that simple. This guy's a Svengali. He's spinning. And he's certainly no conservative. He is a big spending Republican. That's what he is.